Hello, welcome. Today we have a review. Did an unboxing recently of this product, used it a bunch. It is the iFootage SL1 60DN. And one more time, iFootage SL600DN, 60DN, not 600. And this thing has changed the game for me. There's the back of it for you, and there's the mount on the bottom. And the reason this thing's changed game for me is because I've been doing a lot of interviews. I referenced this in the unboxing. I've been doing a lot of interviews, and for this specifically, it's been so much lighter, yet the same capability as my other light, being that it's 600 Kelvin, which is what I primarily shoot with. I'm doing studio stuff or interviews. It's light, it's portable. Softbox that goes on the end of it, and I don't need as big of a light stand to take with me when I'm taking all of my equipment, so that's lighting, audio, and visual, taking it all from my house and going to different locations to shoot interviews. Don't need to take extra stuff or heavier stuff or bulkier stuff. And of all my equipment that I take, stands are the bigger one. My heaviest stand would have been for my other light, and it is bigger, it is bulkier. The stand itself I had to actually upgrade because I figured it was going to tip over at some point and do some damage, hurt somebody. Didn't want that to happen. So this thing, being that it's more lighter, more portable, and iFootage did send me this. There's the caveat, so obviously certainly appreciate their giving me this and sending it to me to review. It doesn't change my opinions on it. I love it. It's been fantastic. And the second thing I love the most, so it's portable, and that comes in one of two things. Just the fact that it's small, powerful, and does everything that I need, as well as the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, is this bag. So there we go. Here's the bag, and essentially inside of it is you've got the light, and that fits all nice and neat. Let me actually get my camera here. This is how this thing is stored. So let's do a little foam piece right here, disappears, and there's your light. Nice, neat, and protected in that little crevice. It did come with a cutout that went right here that fit that cable beautifully, but I figured I would rather have the space than the nice, neat cutout. And then you've got the adapter, which you need for the lantern. I've got a nice big, so normally in here you would get the metal kind of spotlight that would sit nice and neat in there, but I actually did a little bit of DIY in there, so I can get extension cable, I can get the adapter, I can fit that, and then the other power brick goes right there. So not only that, there's obviously now space here in which I've been putting my microphones, my audio stuff, my DJI stuff, and then there's a nice little zipper pocket right here. And additionally to that, this thing on the top, I can either put my light stand here, or the softbox can also fit in these little elasticated, they've got Velcro on here and they're elasticated. I've also put my stand in here and then put these handles over for the softbox lantern, and then just Velcro that up. So this thing, put you back, the box and the light has changed the game for me. And I mentioned this in my other unboxing video. This right here is very similar to my squadron when I was in the Royal Navy, the logo. So I just love the fact that iFootage decided to put an anglerfish on their lights and brand it that way, and it's gold, and I actually really like the way that looks as it is. Nice gold branding, and it actually happens to also be right there on the light. So iFootage, good job for that. Really like that. So the box, the light, how portable it is really just changed things for me, and I'm lugging less around, less weight around, and about you can get a collapsible cart that people would move for groceries, and all of my audio stuff, actually not all of my lighting stuff and tripods and everything get just stored there, and then I can just kind of wheel everything into the car. When I get to my location, same thing, everything goes into the car, I wheel it to where I need, and I get everything out. Makes things so much simpler. But this box, this bag that everything comes in, all nice and neat, fits all my lighting stuff, it fits my audio stuff, and I know the light's protected and everything's got a place in there. So just fantastic job, well thought out, very, very good concept, idea, and implementation of what they want to do there with that light. And then again, the light is just 5600 Kelvin. The features of it is exactly what I need. It's got a couple of special effects in there as well, but primarily I need it for 5600 Kelvin lighting for studio movie lighting. Now, I've used it in interviews with for my sister-in-law who was in a pageant for Mrs. Nevada, and the lighting situation I had was actually kind of a difficult one to light, because where we have it set up, the interview, and I've done probably a bunch of these, we have a lot of light coming in from the big, tall 20-foot window right behind them. So it's actually, I have a light set up right in front of them, and really I'm competing with the window light, and it's a lot more powerful than what really most lights can handle. So really I'm lighting my subject with, say, this iFootage, and I'll put some footage up now. The backlighting is silhouetting them and is actually highlighting them a lot more. So it's just kind of an interesting weird setup that I have for that, just because of the uniqueness of that scene and how it's lit, actually primarily from behind. But I think it looks real good. In the interviews that we've done, I've used this. I was so excited to bring this along, just lugging it along in the box, getting it all out, setting it all up. And again, I can use a less hefty light stand, which is a big deal, because my hefty light stand is hefty, is the heaviest thing I have to bring, and such a pain. So now I don't have to bring that, because this thing can sit on the top of a light stand, like a tripod type light stand, as opposed to an actual C-stand or whatever. So let's do this. I'm gonna switch the lighting over to finish up over to the iFootage. Just wanted to have it in the box and whatnot. I will show you this first. So if you didn't see my unboxing video, this is the softbox they sent. This is how it comes. It's got iFootage branding everywhere, and by editing magic, there we go. This always takes a little second for me to set up, but again, compact, but it does a great job at being a lantern diffuser, and very happy. And you do need an adapter for this to fit onto, which they did provide. So again, appreciate that. So I'm gonna set this up in place of my ring light, just so you can get a sense of what it looks like. And I think I clicked with that finger, I don't remember. So set it up, and then by all means, I wasn't trying to set this up and try and match the other lighting, because the two, this is a ring, that was a ring light, and this is a lantern softbox with the iFootage light on there. So, I won't see until I put the footage side by side and do my click and see how it looked between one scene and the next. But this is the iFootage light setup. And of course, what can you complain about? Soft lighting, and I've got it about 30%, and it might be a little too high. Setting it up was just a case of, putting it there, roughly getting the adjustment to the lighting level that I wanted. Again, not trying to match the other one whatsoever, but so yeah, this is the lighting for iFootage. It's so simple. It makes my life a lot easier. So obviously check out their website for all their products, but specifically this one for me is worth a treat. It's really going to make things so much simpler and easier for while I'm moving and grooving and getting some interviews done outside of this little studio. And can't thank iFootage enough for supplying this for me. You guys have designed a really good product here, and of course the fact that they sent it to me has no bearing on my opinion. I could say whatever I want, they don't get to see this. But the fact is that they just have designed a really good product, and one that actually fit nice and neat in my world. Now, here's actually a little caveat I will say. Lighting's one of them things, obviously it's important. I've used so many different lights, and probably not the best lights. If you look at my early videos, my skin tones are way off, and it's really an odd one when I look back at my old lighting setup. And it's kind of a hard one to step into, because for like Christmas, I got the other light that I have it is more expensive, it is bigger, it is bulkier, all that stuff, but I didn't really know what I was getting into. I was basing it on, say, Think Media's reviews and what they were recommending for lights and stuff, and what was within my price range. So I got that for Christmas, and I was like, oh, this is great. And I set up a couple times and thinking, okay, it's kind of big, it's kind of bulky, kind of a pain in the butt. I think it's, for me at least, difficult one to then kind of just explore a little bit more within the lighting realm of what's good, what's bad, what works, what doesn't work. We end up getting a ring light, but that one really works. It's got a lot of adjustments, and that one is, again, simple and easy to set up, which is fantastic that's kind of what we're looking for, convenience and portability. The iFootage's light really it really fit into a gap that I didn't know I needed, wanted, or had. I just had really big bulky light and ring light, and then there's nothing really in the middle, and this is in the middle and really, you know, checks off that box. But again, lighting's one of them things where it's like, okay, you can buy something, you can test it out, it may not work. If you're not an expert like me, and I'm not an expert, it's like, okay, how much money do you have to kind of invest until you get it right? So the fact that they were able to provide this for me and really fill a need I didn't know I had, and is now going to continue to be a primary part of my kit, it's great. So check out their website. Again, this is the iFootage this is off the top of my head, SL1 60DN. I think I got that right. So thank you again. Really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Any questions, comment below, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.